Hello there. I'm sure you've heard about security awareness training. But deciding to launch this type of training comes with some common questions, not least of which is deciding on the security awareness training topics you should be including. Based on research, we have listed out the most popular topics for this year. Ongoing security awareness training, SAT for short, is important for organizations because it educates end users on how to identify and combat modern threats. What are the most important security awareness training topics in 2023? Here is a list of the most relevant cybersecurity awareness training topics for employees in this year. You'll learn which topics should be included in your core security awareness training library, as well as how you can start educating your staff on these topics in a flash. Number 1. Phishing attacks. Phishing attacks remain one of the most effective avenues of attack for cybercriminals. One major factor is due to how sophisticated these types of attacks have become. Attackers are now using smarter techniques and prior research on a specific individual, such as a company's senior executive, in order to create an attack that can be difficult to distinguish from a real email. Partner these more intelligent attacks with the common misconception that phishing is easy to spot, then there is no wonder why many businesses are forecast to suffer a phishing-related breach. The second most popular topic is removable media. Removable media is the portable storage medium that allows users to copy data to the device and then remove it from one device to another and vice versa. USB devices containing malware can be left for end users to find when they plug this into the device. USB sticks, SD cards, CDs and smartphones are a few common examples of removable media you and your employees might use in the workplace. Employees need to understand how to use these devices safely and responsibly, as well as how to protect the data on these devices. The third most important topic to be covered is passwords and authentication. It's a very simple but often overlooked element that can improve your company's security. Often commonly used passwords will be guessed by malicious actors in the hope of gaining access to your accounts. Using simple passwords, or having recognizable password patterns for employees can make it simple for cybercriminals to access a large range of accounts. Implementing randomized passwords can make it much more difficult for malicious actors to gain access to a range of accounts. Two-factor authentication is also recommended. It provides extra layers of security that protect the integrity of the account. Physical security ranked number 4 on our list. If you're one of those people who leave their passwords on sticky notes on the desk, you may want to throw them away. Though many attacks are likely to happen through digital mediums, keeping sensitive physical documents secured is vital to the integrity of your company's security system. The fifth topic you should cover is mobile device security. With many people now having the option to work on the go using mobile devices, this increased connectivity has come with the risk of security breaches. Best practice online courses for mobile device workers can help educate employees to avoid risks, without high-cost security protocols. Mobile devices should always have sensitive information password protected, in the event of the device being lost or stolen. Best community practice is making sure workers should have to sign a mobile security policy. Number 6 is working remotely. Last year, the obvious need for remote working, combined with the increasing uptake, led to many companies taking drastic steps towards full-time working from home policies. This trend does, however, pose an increased threat to security breaches when not safely educated on the risks of remote working. It is likely that this trend will continue. Personal devices that are used for work purposes should remain locked when unattended and have antivirus software installed. If a company wants to offer this incentive, it should focus on educating remote employees on safe working practices. Wi-Fi is at the 7th place on our topic list. Some employees who need to work remotely, traveling on trains and working on the move may need extra training in understanding how to safely use public Wi-Fi services. Fake public Wi-Fi networks, often posing in coffee shops as free Wi-Fi, can leave end users vulnerable to entering information into non-secure public servers. Educating your users on the safe use of public Wi-Fi and the common signs to spot a potential scam will increase the company's awareness and minimize risk. Number 8 is cloud computing. Cloud computing has revolutionized businesses, the way data is stored and accessed. These digital applications are transforming businesses. However, with large amounts of private data being stored remotely comes the risk of large-scale hacks. Many big companies are working on data protection. But by choosing the right cloud service provider, cloud storage can be a much safer and cost-effective way of storing your company's data. Insider hacking is much more of a threat than to large-scale cloud companies. Cybersecurity awareness training can help guide employees through the secure use of cloud-based applications. The ninth topic we'd recommend you cover is social media use. We all share large parts of our lives on social media, from holidays to events and work. But oversharing can lead to sensitive information being available, making it easy for a malicious actor to pose as a trusted source. Preventing the spread of public information will reduce the risk of the potential leverage that hackers can gain from your personal network. Internet and email use is the 10th most important topic. Some employees may have already been exposed to data breaches by using simple or repeat emails for multiple accounts. This means that if one account is compromised, a hacker can use this password on work and social media accounts to gain access to all of the user's information on these accounts. Free software download sites can be dangerous. Only download applications from trusted sources can best protect you from installing malicious software. Educating employees on safe internet habits should be a key part of the security program. Many large websites have had large data breaches in recent years. If your information has been entered into these sites, it could have been made public and exposed your private information. Number 11 is social engineering. It is a common technique malicious actors use to gain the trust of employees. Offering valuable lures or using impersonation to gain access to personal information. For example, by posing as a viable client or offering incentives, private information can unwittingly be handed over to these malicious actors. Employees need to be educated on security awareness topics that cover the most common social engineering techniques and the psychology of influence in order to combat these threats. Last but not least, the topic of security at home is also crucial to be discussed in security awareness training. Many companies allow their employees to use their personal devices. There are risks associated with this. Malware applications downloaded on personal devices can risk the integrity of the company's network. The growing network of digital resources available to workers and companies has increased connectivity and productivity. However, these applications also pose a risk to the user. A study by Propeller found that phishing campaigns targeted to Dropbox had a 13.6% click-through rate. Increasing employee knowledge, sharing encrypted files and authenticating downloads will reduce the risk. All companies have different requirements, so ensuring a flexible cybersecurity awareness course that fits with your organization's goals is vital to getting the right training for your staff. By promoting a culture of conversation and awareness in your business on a regular basis, you can keep your employees up to date with the requirements to keep their personal and business information secure.